You're listening to The Wedding Whisperer with Sarah Burton of Simply Love Studio in Lexington, Kentucky. So I'm here today with Jessie Ladipo. She is the Chief Travel Designer with Trips to Cherish. What that means is she is a honeymoon architect, honeymoon engineer,
curator.
I like that word. So you're a honeymoon curator.
Yes.
All right, Jessie. So tell us a little bit about what you do and how long you've been planning travel.
2023 is our 12th year in business for Trips to Cherish. In July will be our anniversary, July 1st. I started off actually wanting to do adventure travel because my husband was an adventure person. And so I wanted to plan trips to Mount Everest and stuff, and nobody wanted to do that. So I switched to planning trips that I liked, which is romance travel.
Talking about romance travel, where are some of the most popular destinations for 2023 for honeymoons?
I think some of your more popular destinations are going to be destinations that people have wanted to go to their whole lives and couldn't. And now, after the pandemic, they're all, I gotta go now. My most popular destinations last year were Italy, Greece, Portugal, Tahiti, and the Maldives. Those are a little more bucket list for most people. This is my first year where no destination from the Caribbean made the list. It's very weird. So I think the most popular destination is actually France, though.
Do you think it's going to be those destinations this year too?
Yes, I think so. That's what I'm seeing. The big destination this year is Positano. Everybody's going to Positano.
And where is that?
Positano is in the Amalfi Coast. It's the northernmost city of the Amalfi Coast.
Okay.
In Italy.
Do you think that couples are spending more on their honeymoon now than they were pre-pandemic?
Yes, I think so. At least the couples I've been working with. My average budget, I think, went up to like $7,000, I think, last year. It used to be about $5,000.
Okay. So the average couple spends about $7,000 on a honeymoon then?
Yeah. And that's about 2 weeks.
Oh, that's a long time. Okay.
I'm very good at what I do.
Okay. And so what is kind of the least amount of money a couple can expect to spend on their honeymoon?
Well, if you're flying anywhere, even in the U.S., expect that that's going to probably cost at least $500 to $800 a person. So I'm telling people you need about a minimum of a $3,000 budget to get somewhere from here with flights. Even Mexico and them are up now. I used to tell people Mexico would start at $2,500, and now it's up to about $3,500 for an all-inclusive for a week.
Okay. And when a couple is planning their honeymoon, I feel like tradition was always to leave the day after the wedding. They would leave at 4:00 in the morning. And then I feel like a lot of couples have gotten smart and now they give it a day in there and they'll leave on Monday. But at the same time, a lot of people are fresh out of grad school or school and they don't have vacation time. And so they have to take the honeymoon a different time.
Yes.
Is there a time of the year that you think is best to take a honeymoon?
Well, it depends on the destination, but most of the time I say if you don't have to take it right after or right around your wedding, spring or fall. Spring or fall is usually, except for the Northern Caribbean, fall. It's usually a good time to go anywhere. Prices are lower because other people can't travel. And during those times, you will find better rooms. The resorts aren't as full. I like those times. But it does depend on where you're going. Because like the Caribbean, like Jamaica, you don't want to go in the fall.
And do you see your couples, are they, talking about 2 weeks, are they doing any cruising on a cruise ship during that time, or is it all by land?
Most of my clients are going by land. I don't do very many cruise honeymoons. And when I do, it's usually as part of a land trip. I start with the cruise, and then I have a couple that is cruising round trip to Rome, and then they're going to Positano and then Capri. So for another week. So
where's your favorite place you've ever been?
My favorite place is actually Greece. I adore Greece. It's my favorite place on earth. Santorini specifically is my favorite place.
What is it that makes it your favorite?
Santorini, I think, is like stepping into a postcard. You see the pictures of all these wonderful destinations, and when you get there, they can be a little disappointing. Santorini is not. It really looks like that. and it feels special, and there's so much to do. It's very calm, and I like a cave pool suite. I'm a fan. So Santorini is the only place you can get it besides Cappadocia.
Okay. What is the benefit that a couple gets with working with you versus booking travel on their own for their honeymoon?
Well, there are a lot of benefits, and everyone says save time. Yes, I will save you time because I curate your options. But the main benefit is that I'm always there for you. I have people that call me all the time, day and night, WhatsApp, they text. I am there regardless of what time it is. If it's wrong, I will fix it.
Are there any fees to using a travel agent?
It depends on the agency. Now, I am charging $100 a person, but there are agencies that do not.
Okay. And what does that $100 cover? Kind of your time for putting everything together?
Yes, it's a planning fee, and it covers all of the itineraries that I will do for you. I like to start broad with itineraries. So if it takes 50 different iterations, or if we have to look at every hotel, we will do that. And it will take as long as it takes. So that can be.
And I think, too, the fee did kind of start during the pandemic when you had to start changing so much.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those, especially even now, we're still having flight issues. And you spend so much time when they're already at the airport or getting ready to leave, sometimes having to move stuff around for them.
Yes, all the time.
So you said you just did an article about packing tips.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. What are some of the things that you recommend for packing for honeymoons?
I would pack before the wedding. You could always stuff things in later. You're less stressed before, and you won't forget as much. Anything else you can pop in after if you left it out. That gives you time to make sure you have everything. I suggest weighing your luggage. Nobody does it, but fees now are insane. And depending on your airline, I had one airline that charged me $100 for my son's blankie once. Weigh it, because if it's over, nobody gives you any wiggle room anymore. And if possible, not every airline will do it, but a lot will let you drop them off the day before. And then you don't have to, and you can check it online and you don't have to stand in those lines. So if they will let you drop it off before or even early that morning, I've done that where I've taken it over after breakfast and you just get straight in the TSA line.
I had no idea. So I was the one, whenever I came back from Ireland last year, I was the one with the really overweight luggage, standing there throwing clothes and shoes away in the airport. I knew it was a possibility, but literally my backpack was full and I had to part with my stuff, and it was fine. The world didn't end, but
I've had to throw away shoes before too.
Yeah, I've regretted that a little bit since then.
I know.
Let's talk about passports. How far in advance does a couple need to get their passport before they book travel? Do they need to have a passport when they book the travel?
No, they don't. At minimum, you want to be applying for your passport at least 3 months before you go. And passports in general have to be good for 6 months after you return. So even if you have them, you need to check and make sure, because they won't let you go. And every year I have at least one couple where the passport is expired because they didn't check. And they don't find out till the day before. So then we're trying to get them to Chicago or Atlanta so they can get a walk-through passport.
Okay. The couple or the bride specifically will travel on her maiden name.
Yes.
Okay. That is one of the questions I often get because the marriage license has not been filed. The name has not been changed. A lot of times a bride will get a passport with her maiden name and then it will change. How does she update the passport once she is married?
You can just go to the passport office and renew it. You don't have to.
Okay.
I traveled with a passport with my maiden name for about 10 years. All you have to do is make sure you book the tickets in whatever name you have on your passport.
Okay. Look at you being clever. Okay. So do you recommend couples getting TSA pre-check, or do you really think that's worth the extra $75?
I do. I love TSA pre-check. I think everybody should get it. I mean, you just zoom right. You drop off your luggage before and you go right to the TSA pre-check. you could be at your gate within like 10 minutes of getting to the airport.
I don't know that I've had that happen, but it has definitely helped a lot. So, perfect. Well, is there anything else you would like to share with our couples about working with you or booking their honeymoon in 2023 or 2024?
Book early. That is a new thing.
Okay.
I used to tell people, well, we're getting married in 3 months. Do we have time? Yeah, you got plenty of time. You do not have time anymore.
Okay.
Even mega resorts are filling up 6-8 months in advance.
Because people are actually traveling now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the Hard Rock in Punta Cana, I believe it has 1,900 rooms. I went to try to book it for somebody for July of this year, completely booked.
Wow.
And it has almost 2,000 rooms.
That is insane.
And you need to start at least 6 months out. It's really better now to start 9 to 12 months out. And if you're going someplace like Tahiti, you need to start probably 15 months out. All of those rooms are gone too.
Wow.
Any place really popular is gone.
Okay. Well, I will say Jessie has fantastic social media as far as the posts that she does and the education that she does about different locations and stuff. So you can go to tripstocherish.com and find her social media from there and contact her from there. And Jessie, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Thank you.
For more information about Simply Love Studio or to schedule your wedding consultation, go to simplylovestudio.com.